What's going on, everyone? My name is Triforce Addiction and welcome back to another video. So this one's gonna be a little bit different, and this is something I normally don't talk about because I usually do content on games instead of actual system hardware. So as you guys know, yesterday the Switch actually got an update called 10.0.0. So what this update has, it has a more like, I guess, profile pictures that you could put Animal Crossing related, as well as being able to map your buttons on your controller. So these are pretty much the only two features that have come out for this new update for the Switch software. And it's nothing really special, nothing really crazy, but there's actually more behind the scenes when it comes to this specific update. So before I get into this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel a lot. Let's try to reach 100 subscribers and I will be eternally grateful. But without any further ado, let's actually get into this video. So for about the past 2 years, we have been getting a lot of leaks about different variants of the Nintendo Switch console. And you know, certain people that data mine and certain people that leak stuff actually come out to be correct. You know, people were speculating that there was going to be like a Nintendo Switch Lite, and it actually did come to be. You know, there was another prediction that there was going to be an upgraded Switch model. They were right, except for the part that, you know, the hardware wasn't stronger, you know, just the battery got improved. So the way that they would find out about all this was from like different sources as well as data mining. So certain data mines actually reveal, like, I'm not really too much of a tech dude when it comes to like the insides of the console, like the coding and everything, but they have like found, like, you know, titles of like a different type of Nintendo Switch model that hasn't come out yet, and this update seems to be the case right now. So according to the source that I found, and thanks to GameXplain, they also found this as well. So I'm going to give them credit for it because, you know, that they're the first ones to actually make the video on this. I'm just giving my personal take on this. So basically, there's this security researcher named Mike Heskin that says the firmware 10.0.0 adds preliminary support for a brand new hardware model NX-ABCD. 3 of the 5 new DRAM profiles are for this new hardware type, and there's evidence of a secondary display of sorts being added exclusively to this console. So eventually someone commented and asked any data that would give a hint at how powerful this new model is, and then another person named Thomas Larson says, I think it's still the X1 though. That's not saying too much since it's not running at max clocks. So before I read any further, if you guys don't know what the X1 means, it's basically the NVIDIA Tegra X1 chip. So that's what's used to help the Switch run. So Mike Heskins has to say, right, it is all still X1, actually X1 Plus, which is X1 with the new, I guess, I don't know what that means. But it says, I'm not sure how much more power they can squeeze out of it, as it is 4K, for example, seems near impossible. Thomas Larson has to say, definitely wasn't expecting 4K for anything than a potential media, but still hoping increased clocks could lead to a more stable FPS or less sub 1080p. So that's pretty much all they had to say about this. I mean, I know this is not a lot of like concrete stuff, you know. I mean, we've seen even bigger evidence before, but like, you know, the problem is that Nintendo usually just shoots down any sort of leak that says something like that. You know, we were apparently supposed to have this Switch Pro that was going to be announced in E3, I think, and Nintendo completely shot it down, saying that there was no plans at all in the near future. So it's not really going to come to a surprise to me if Nintendo does shoot down the idea of having like a new remodeled Switch. But if they are actually making a new Nintendo Switch model, the best bet is going to be that it's maybe just like a TV only type of Switch. So you know how we have like the new Nintendo Switch Lite, which is only handheld, they might have a variation of the Switch where it's just only in the TV, so it has to remain docked. So it might turn out in the end that we might still be stuck with this Tegra X1 chip that's in the Switch right now. Of course, there are other Tegra X chips. There's a Tegra X2 chip, which is actually just as strong as the Xbox One. But as you guys know, the X1, it doesn't really, you know, handle well. You guys seen it from the ports. You know, if you played Doom or if you played Wolfenstein 2, you could actually see how bad the graphics look compared to the Xbox One and the PS4. So yeah. And to be honest with you guys, the fact that we can actually have ports like that on the Nintendo Switch is nothing short of a miracle. But who knows, maybe we could be wrong, maybe this could actually be a more stronger Switch, who knows really. I'm not someone that works with Nintendo. I don't know what they're thinking or what they're planning ahead in the future, so yeah. one can only guess what kind of new model is going to come out later on. But that's just me. The thing is that the way I see it, I feel like honestly the Switch needs some sort of a 4K upgrade. And I say that because, you know, the Series X and the PS5 are going to come out and just knock it out of the water. So basically it's going to be a lot faster, a lot stronger. The graphics are going to be crazy good, supporting up to 8K, I believe. And we're going to be stuck here still in 1080p for like the longest time. I mean, we've had 1080p since 2012, you know, with the Nintendo Wii U. So I think it's like high time we get some sort of upgrade for the console. And if Nintendo's not able to actually release a new model before the Series X, or at least announce one before the Series X and the PS5 come out, the Nintendo Switch is actually going to fall pretty hard, because I mean, we need ports. I mean, that's how the Switch has been able to stay alive. You know, we have all these indie ports of like certain games like Cuphead, and we don't know like how strong the PS5 and the Xbox Series X is actually going to be. So we might not even get ports at all, because the Switch is not going to be strong enough to support it. And I mean, it's barely strong enough to support any sort of ports from the Xbox One and the PS4. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Should the Switch have a more powerful upgrade, maybe at least up to 4K? Or should we actually just let the Switch be at 1080p and just keep it like that until we get a different type of console? So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel, because I am almost at 100, and make sure to ring that notification bell just to be updated whenever I make a new video. So anyways, my name is Triforce Addiction. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.